Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on? Happy Friday. Happy Power Hour. It is the final trading hour of the day, final trading hour of the week. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, guys. Began my career working at a fund in New York City. My first job out of college. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. TTG exists to help you guys to learn, trade, and profit consistently. And it's our primary goal, and we're very good at consistently achieving that. Since 2016, we've helped thousands of traders and investors of all types, styles, backgrounds, experience levels, become successful. And by successful, we very straightforward mean make money. Since our goal, guys, is to help you all make money, let's get into the final trading hour of the day. I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to pull up my charts because there is a lot of stuff going on as we roll into Power Hour. Okay, you got your meme stocks are having one hell of a day. You got AMC is up, GameStop is up. Hold on a second here. All right, you've got Bed Bath and Beyond is up, Carvana is up. So a lot of little squeeze type action here on some meme stocks. And to help me break down the final trading hour of the day, we're going to bring on one of TTG owns pro moderator. Everybody give a big warm shout out and an Ayo to Jessica Woodard.
Ayo, how's it going?
Ayo, what's going on? What a crazy day.
Yeah, today has been insane. Like the choppiness is crazy in the overall market, but these meme stocks, man, I was not expecting that today.
Yeah. I got to, listen, the overall markets are very, very choppy today. We just went up and down we go. Just a seesaw type of day on the back of that jobs number, which I'm going to get to that in a minute, guys. We're going to talk about that jobs number today. But then you've also had, a lot of crazy action here with regards to some of these meme stocks. And it really all was kind of set off by Carvana. It was really the one that got everything going today because Carvana had the gap up in this huge squeeze. And then AMC had the big gap down after yesterday's earnings announcement, the whole confusion about the dividend. And then AMC started to get going right there in the middle of the day. And that took others along with it. Like Bed Bath & Beyond was already up on the day and it pulled up GameStop. So it's like you had Bed Bath & Beyond, you had Carvana. Those were already trading higher. And GameStop and AMC had the big gap downs. Then once AMC started to get going, it pulled GameStop right up with it, as they usually always do. It's a huge move for AMC. Just an absolute huge move for this stock. And it just kind of plowed through a couple of resistance levels. And the next level of resistance that I see, that it's not a big one, honestly, 24, but that 24 level, it's not a huge level. I wouldn't say that 24 level is going to be a huge resistance level. Because your major levels in AMC would be up into like the low 30s. So, the stock does have room, to kind of open things up from here. But
yeah, once it got through that $20 area, I was like, oh, this thing is going to go higher now.
Yeah, that $20 level was big. And it's like, we didn't even like, we hesitated at the 200-day moving average for like 20 minutes. And then it was just, see ya. We got right to the 20. This was the 200-day moving average right there, right? So if you guys, this is my 3-minute chart, but on the daily chart, you'll see that yellow line. The yellow line is your 200-day moving average. Okay, that's the yellow line that you guys see there. So you saw we hesitated there just briefly, and then bang, we just popped right through it. So just a very, very strong day for a lot of the meme stocks. Even like DraftKings is having a really big day. They all have these large gap ups, and then it needed the meme stock kings. Let's see. I'm taking a look at this Carvana, man. I'm kind of liking this Carvana. Carvana's up here testing highs. Broke out of a really clean bull flag, like a nice little wedge pattern. Intraday, you guys can see here in the bottom left of my screen, it becomes very clear. This is a beautiful bull flag, bullish pennant pattern, and now we're testing the high of the day. Watch to see if we can break through the high of the day on Carvana. That stock has a very large short position on it. Over about 40% of the entire float is short on Carvana. If you get through this 48.50 with strong volume, you could see Carvana push up to the mid 50s today. You could see Carvana squeeze in the final hour of the day. I'd say 54, 55 is possible if we can get through 48.50 with some really strong volume here. So if anybody is long Carvana, profit targets would be in front of the high of the day, which is right now. Okay, so the high of the day is 48.50, stock's at 48. You always want to take some profit off in front of the high of the day to avoid double tops. And then if you want to hold on to some, you can.
All right, guys, I just took a piece of profit off on that Roblox trade. It's just gone sideways ever since I got into it. Just totally lost its power and gone sideways. So I'm just reducing risk on that trade. I wanted to let you guys know.
Perfect. Thank you, Jessica, for the heads up there and the update. Let's see, Carvana with a little pullback there off the high of the day. We'll see, folks. We'll see if this stock is able to break through the highs of the day. We'll see if we can get through the high of the day here on Carvana. I tell you, if Carvana can get through the highs, it could open up. But I would need to see like at least million share candles on this thing through 48.50. I would need to see at least million share candles on a 3-minute chart, on a 3-minute chart, because you can see the volume right now is pretty light. It's heavy volume on the day, like if you compare it to other previous days and its average volume, but intraday, the volume that you experienced early in the morning when it was going through its first round of its squeeze, you can see that volume was significantly heavier than the volume that's coming into the stock now. So in order for me to feel that the squeeze still has enough more momentum behind it, I'd want to see volume like you saw early in the morning. So that's kind of one thing that I'm kind of have my eyes on there with regards to this Carvana, and see if we can bust through that 48. If it can bust through 48.50, I think that thing could move into the 50s, guys. So we'll keep eyes on AMC too. AMC, little 50-cent pullback off of its high. 2270s.
That thing has just been straight up like all day after the first hour.
Yep. It literally did nothing for about an hour and a half, right? You had the gap down and it just went sideways for the first hour and a half of the day. You see it, and then all of a sudden just all hell broke loose on this thing. People just piling into this thing.
Wild.
Like everybody wants the special dividend. Everybody wants those APE units.
Yeah. What is your take on that, Mike, on the dividend?
Well, we went over this last night with everybody, and it's like a lot of people we were explaining stuff about the dividend yesterday, and how like it really didn't have an effect on AMC stock itself at that moment. It's like the stock, I feel like it got muddied a little bit, like people didn't understand what the dividend was really about. And I feel like it was the company had decent earnings. They weren't bad earnings at all. And I feel like that kind of got lost a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just, I'm glad to see the stock making the move that it is today. Obviously, I know we have a lot of viewers that are still long AMC, and congratulations to all of our viewers that are, and all of our teaching members that are. But I'm excited for AMC. And listen, Top Gun was amazing. Jurassic Park was great.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you do have an economic slowdown, like movie theaters are a little resilient. They're a little resilient. So people would rather spend, $20 for a movie ticket than go out to a dinner and spend $100. So it's like a night out instead of a night out at a fancy restaurant. It's like a night out at the movies. And they tend to do a little bit better when you have periods of a little bit of a slowdown. So, that could be something that ends up working out pretty well, especially after a day like today. You got to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's Carvana's trying. You can do it, Carvana. Way to go, MPH goes a 450% gain on AMC options today, thanks to your analysis last week. Yeah, that was last week that I had talked. Now, to be fair, I thought that AMC could have been like a buy the rumor, sell the news on its earnings, but somebody asked me on the AMC was one of our trade ideas from Sunday, what was it? Sunday, the July 31st, I believe was Sunday, when AMC was still at 14. And I had said that I thought that stock was going to get to 18 before its earnings. And we got to 19, actually got to 1950 before its earnings. So we went even a little bit higher than I kind of thought that it was going to go. So congratulations, MPH. But this is far bigger of a move than what I was anticipating when I said on Sunday. I said when the stock was at 14, I said maybe it can get to 18 or 19. Stock's now at 22. So it definitely overshot. The analysis would go, but it overshot even my target. So congratulations on the hold. It's still hanging up too, 2240s. Look at this SPY, Jessica. This thing is just bouncing around. Let's talk about the jobs number. Let me actually talk about the jobs number. That is actually something we got to go over because, guys, the jobs number today came in 528,000 new jobs. The expectation was for 258,000 new jobs. Completely blew it out of the water. Blew expectations out of the water. Wasn't even close. We literally it beat the expectation by 100%. We doubled it. The expectation was 258. It came in 628. I mean 528. All right, just an unbelievable jobs number. Now, when that number first came out, the markets initially moved to the downside. And a lot of people couldn't understand. And the markets are still down. We're still red on the day, but we've recovered a lot of the early losses on the overall market. But a lot of people couldn't really understand why the markets moved lower on the back of that number. Because, like, well, isn't that good? If we add more jobs than we thought, isn't that a good thing? In a normal environment, yeah. In a normal environment, it would be a good thing. The problem is we're not in a normal environment. We're in the twilight zone. Okay? And that environment that we find ourselves in is where the Fed is going through a rate hike cycle. And in order for the Fed to kind of bring down inflation, they want to see the jobs market or the labor market soften. The jobs market right now is extremely tight. We've been talking about this forever. You know, if you follow my live streams, you know that we've talked about this ad nauseum. Okay. But for the jobs market to like loosen up a bit and an unemployment go from 3.6 up to 3.8 or 3.9 or even 4%, that's totally fine. That's still a historically very low unemployment number and still leaves you with a stable and strong jobs market. So, you know, that's why the market started to, I think, because the number was so good, we moved to the downside because that was a signal that the Fed was going to be more aggressive for longer. It was a move for the Fed to be hawkish. They gave the Fed the okay to keep raising rates. You're going to have to because the jobs market is still extremely tight, and that's going to help keep inflation high, which is the exact opposite of what the Fed's trying to do. So that's why the markets initially sold off on the back of what was a very, very strong jobs number, because strong jobs number equals Fed being more aggressive for longer and having a harder time bringing down inflation. But as you think through this is a very strange piece of data because bulls and bears can interpret this piece of information in their favor. And let me explain what I mean by that. Bears will interpret this piece of information by saying the jobs market is too tight, inflation is going to stay hot for too long, the Fed's going to have to raise rates higher than people think, and they're not going to pivot. The argument is that the Fed will raise rates, and then cut rates back down next year. The bears are saying this is proof that's not going to happen. Bulls are going to make the argument that, oh, well, the jobs market is still so strong, that increases the chances of a soft landing. Meaning the Fed is going to be able to raise rates, the economy is going to slow, but the jobs market is going to remain stable. And as long as the jobs market remains stable, guys, unemployment actually went down. We went from 3.6% unemployment. We're now at 3.5. That's 50-year lows. Okay, 50-year lows. So as long as that's the case, you can't have a deep recession. Like all these doom and gloom people that are calling for this massive world-ending recession. And 80% decline in the markets. It's complete nonsense. And the jobs number today proves that. So bulls are going to make the argument that, well, the Fed was right. Jerome Powell's been telling us for months that the economy is strong enough to withstand our monetary policy tightening and withstand rate hikes. He's been saying that every single Fed meeting for the last 3 or 4 meetings. He has said the economy is strong enough to withstand our rate hikes, but nobody's believed him. This number is going to make bulls be like, wow, Jerome Powell was right. He actually knows what he's doing. Okay. And maybe a soft landing is possible. JP Morgan issued a note today that like a jobs recession, they had in June, that the likelihood in June was 90%. Now, after today's number, they've moved that percentage all the way down to 50. And that was a piece of news that came out, earlier in the day, kind of in like the late morning session. And honestly, that's kind of where like the market sentiment really kind of turned, because it really came out like right around here. And sentiment kind of turned at that point in time.
That's what was crazy is when we got those numbers, I was like, because we were in STR last night going over like about the numbers and coming up with plans for stuff to the short side, stuff to the long side. And as soon as the market opened, I was like, okay, here we go. Short side, like it made sense. And so I got in that chop trade, and then that data came out from JP Morgan. And then I was like, whoa, what just happened to the market? Like, why are you going up? It's crazy.
It really is. And I think today's action in the market, like the back and forth, because I mean, it was just such a clear whipsaw day. It's like huge gap down, then it's a rally higher, then it's all the way back to the low, then it's back up to the high. And I really do feel that it's because bulls and bears can take the data today and can make an argument that it's good, and then they can make an argument that it's bad. Yeah. So I feel like both sides are trying to say that, well, this supports my thesis, and then the opposite side's like, well, no, it actually supports mine, and then that leads to an extremely choppy back and forth type of day, which is what you've gotten in the overall market. But regardless of what you guys are seeing in the market, this is what we have been saying to you on these live streams for weeks, that the jobs market remains extremely stable and extremely strong. And you cannot have a deep recession with unemployment under 4%. It is not possible. So, okay, this mild recession that I've been calling for a mild recession all year. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. You guys, if you've been watching my live streams for 2022, we've been saying that we're going to get a mild recession, but it's going to be a recession unlike anything that we've ever experienced before because of the jobs market. You've never had ever 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth with the unemployment rate going down. That's never happened before. If you have 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, that's typically accompanied by a rise in unemployment. We got 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth, and unemployment actually went from 3.6 down to 3.5. That's historic. And that labor market is the reason why I believe that the doom and gloom scenario that some people are painting is complete nonsense. And it's meant just to scare you. It's meant to fearmonger you. And that's how they make money. They make money by views and clicks. That's how they make money. So they're going to give you fear, because there's actually been many studies that have been done that fear is the greatest thing for, attracting views and attracting clicks. It's fear. It's the strongest emotion that people have. And that's all that they're focusing on. They're not focusing on actually giving you real actionable information that can help you make better financial decisions for you and your family. They don't. That's our goal. That's what we do at True Trading. We don't make money on views. We don't even have ads on our YouTube channel. Right? Like when you guys watch our videos, you don't have to watch an ad before it begins. Like we don't make money from views.
Hey, Mike, I have a question. Do you think the market would be scared of the monkeypox national emergency? Like, do you think the market would pull back from that at all or not?
Nah. Um, I mean, we already had it. It was labeled the public health emergency yesterday,
Yeah.
um, and we really haven't gotten a.
Yeah, the
Um,
market didn't really react.
yeah, the market really didn't react to it. Um, but I mean, listen, it took the markets a while to react to COVID too.
Yeah, that's
It took them a while to react to COVID, but you know, I just think I also think there's a bit of a numbness there that the market just like doesn't care.
yeah.
Um, where the market's just going to say, "Oh, really? Another public health emergency for a disease? I don't care." Like I feel like there's a numbness there that people are just so tired of it
Yeah.
that it lost its effect. I
No,
think people are way
we've
more
already
focused.
been through this.
Yeah, I think people are way more focused on inflation and
Yeah.
a recession. And I think that's where people are focused. They're not worried about monkeypox because I don't think everybody knows we're not going into another lockdown scenario. So I don't think
Yeah.
people are really worried about it.
I was just curious your view on that because when that came through in the headlines, I was like, let me see what the market's going to do. And it really didn't do anything. So I
Yeah,
was like, okay, the market's immune to this type of thing, I guess.
yeah, yeah, for sure. It's like Sega gave you action. It's like if anything, that caused a big spike in the monkeypox names like Sega, Govx. Those things. Sega made new highs today, got all the way up to $24. So I mean, there are some stocks that are being affected by the public health emergency label, but
Yeah.
it looks like we're double topped out there on Carvana, while AMC experiences a little bit more of a deeper pullback. AMC was kind of trying to consolidate there for a little while. This is why you always take profit off in front of the highs, folks. So, like what we teach you guys a tier trading strategy into a trading group where you identify multiple profit targets, and then you sell pieces of your position when those targets are met. And typically, when we are long a position, depending on where your entry is, but typically when you take a long entry, one of the profit targets is in front of the high of the day to protect yourself against any potential double tops. For example, like if you were long Carvana today, anywhere at the bottom end of the bull flag pattern, and you got this move up towards highs, this is a take profit target because of that high of the day, and to protect yourself against any double tops. And then your next take profit would be if you break through the high of the day. And then if you get through the high of the day, then that'll be your next take profit as you've already taken one off in front of the high of the day. All right, so just want to make sure that is something that everybody understands when it comes to identifying profit targets on your trades. Very important that you guys identify those targets. You should always know before you get into a trade, you should always know where you're going to sell if you're right and where you're going to sell if you're wrong. You always got to know the answer to those questions. If you don't know the answer to those questions, you can't pull the trigger, you can't enter the trade. AMC finally taking a breather. Breathe, my child, breathe. So
It
AMC finally
needs to
breathing.
get healthy. It needs to take a breather.
Yes, recharge your battery. Have some Gatorade, get some electrolytes, maybe a protein bar. So
It's just like snow this morning. I brought that to your attention. It was wild. Like I was kept thinking like this thing has got to pull back at some point, and then it just kept going and going and going.
it's like, and it blasted through resistance level. Like this,
Like
that's why
nothing.
the
Like
move this morning was so crazy. Like so many of these high growth stocks just plowed through resistance. Like Snowflake has pretty heavy resistance here at 165. Like you guys at the bottom right of my screen, you have all these previous tops, and you have the 100-day moving average, and we just plowed through it like it wasn't even there.
yeah, I know because I was thinking, oh, if we get above it, it'll pull back in and retest that level because it's such a big level. Nope, it was like, see ya.
Just absolutely murdered. Speaking of murdered, Tesla. Tesla's down 7% today, guys. It's a huge move to the downside on Tesla. Um, I really do think that the issue here with Tesla is concerns over China's reaction or retaliation from China for the Nancy Pelosi trip to Taiwan, because China does have the capabilities to really screw with components for the EV industry. And obviously, Tesla has a big presence in China. And I'm not 100% sure if that's really the whole reason for this weakness here this morning. But I heard and I saw a couple of different discussions about that early this morning. And I'm just wondering if that is kind of part of the reason why people are like expecting some type of retaliation, and Tesla could be caught in the crosshairs. Tesla, Apple, two of the US's biggest companies that have a presence in China. But it's like Apple doesn't have that weakness today. So why? I mean, if people are expecting some type of retaliation and it could impact those companies, and why didn't you see that weakness? Why didn't you see that weakness in Apple? So I'm not really sure why Tesla is so relatively weak today. Um, but I mean, that stock is really getting pounded.
Well, and it's made such a big move. Like, I don't know. In my opinion, I think everybody was kind of waiting for a pullback, like not this deep of a pullback in Tesla, but I definitely do think it needed to breathe a little bit after the up move that it's made over the last few days. So
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the move Tesla made in the last. I mean, after its earnings, I mean, you got to realize Tesla is up. I mean, at its low, Tesla was at $630. It went all the way to 950. Like this thing, you're talking about more than a 50% gain from that June low. Um, I mean, that's just a massive move for a stock of that size. And it's like on top of needing to breathe, like Jessica just said, you get a little bit of a news headline to kind of push that first domino. And people say, yeah, you know what, maybe we should take some profit here. The stock's had one hell of a run. And then that selling just kind of piles on itself, and you get this huge day where the stock's down $65. It's pretty quiet, Jets, going into the close. So I don't really wonder if we're going to get any real direction going into the bell. We got about 30 minutes to go, and we're dead smack in the middle of the day's range. We got a 409.50 up to 414. We're sitting here at 412, so kind of just stuck right in the middle there.
I know I'm over this Roblox trade.
Yeah.
Something.
It's like, wake up.
It was just one of those days. It was an exhausting day to watch,
And you know what? That's another one. Like, talk about huge moves over the last 2 weeks. Like Roblox has been a monster from like 36 up to $50, $49. Maybe it's like it's still relatively strong. It's still green on the day when markets are red, and it's just it's just kind of hanging out up here. It feels like that stock's just kind of taking a breather.
Yeah, they have earnings on the 9th too, so we'll see what happens there. I don't know. I think maybe they're going to have a miss, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but, with kids and it's summer and all that. I don't know. My kids haven't been playing it as much, so I'm just speaking from experience with my kids.
Yeah. That's the best way to gauge it, like your own. But I'll tell you what, when I go to Adam's house, the amount of times that he has given money for Robux to his daughter, I'd say it's a surefire beat. Just because of Adam. Adam is the reason Roblox is going to beat on their.
And we don't even know how many Robux he buys for himself. Like,
this is true.
That has to be factored in too.
Adam, where are you, buddy? Where are you? Tell us about these Robux.
We know your world is killing it, Adam.
Adam had to pick up a side gig to pay for these Robux.
It is addicting. Like once you start to play it, it's like, man, I need to buy myself some too, because you're not gonna have a cool car and then I have to ride around in this thing. I'm gonna buy myself a cool car too.
Oh man.
So funny. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I've always kind of gauged like when a really cool new game comes out and all the kids are talking about it and stuff. That's when I'm like, ooh, what is this stock doing? You know?
yeah,
And it
absolutely.
really does bring in more attention to the name. So I always gauge it like that. Like when the kids are really excited about something being released, I'm like, okay, I need to pay attention to the stock. What levels is it? What is it doing? You know, I always kind of use that as my gauge to see how I want to trade it, and then they take all my money and buy Robux. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I agree. I agree. It's like I feel like I don't know. Kids are such a great gauge. The way that kids react and the way because like so much of it, especially now with social media, so much of it is just the viralness of it. It's like when kids go nuts over something, it's like they're going nuts over something, not even necessarily because like they love it so much, but because everybody else loves it, so they have to love it. And
yeah,
it's a sign of like the wave of I don't know. That's I feel like kids are always a really good gauge when you get something like that.
I agree.
But well, let's see if this Carvana can kind of last here and see if Carvana can get through. It's trying to hold up. It's trying to hold up. Dre Biz goes, "What were you saying about AMC?" Laughing face. Guys, our announcement yesterday about AMC was nothing negative. I didn't say anything negative about AMC. I just explained to you what the dividend was. And I even said to you, this has no effect on AMC. Like, it could become dilutive for AMC in the future if they were ever to vote on a shareholder vote, which I don't think would pass because like 80% of shares are held by retail traders, which is not normal for a larger name. Like for over 80% of the float to be held by retail investors, that's not a normal thing in the stock market. So I don't think that you're going to be able to approve dilution on those APE units. But my announcement on AMC yesterday, when I told you guys about what the dividend was not a negative announcement. I might people like, I just told you it's not something that is going to like force shorts to cover or like synthetic shares or no, it's not. And it had nothing, it really had no effect on AMC itself because it's an entirely new unit. It's an entirely new share. If you own shares of AMC, what is it? I think by like the 15th, I think was the date, if I'm not mistaken, you'll get a unit of APE, which is the special dividend. Now, APE could continue to be diluted at any time. They can do that, Adam and Aaron and crew, they've got the ability to do that. So APE could very easily be dilutive. The APE unit itself is not necessarily dilutive to AMC unless there is a shareholder vote to convert the APE units into AMC common stock. And that was the announcement that I gave to you guys yesterday. I was explaining to you what this dividend actually means because 95% of people did not know what the special dividend meant. And I was like, okay. And what I said yesterday, what I did say, the only negative thing I said was that it muddied the earnings. Like their earnings weren't bad. Their earnings weren't bad. So I feel like if they just focus on the earnings, I think there was just so much confusion about the dividend. Nobody knew what the hell it meant. And the stock just reacted, not really understanding what it was. Broken Motivator says Mike actually said in last night's live stream was that retail traders saved AMC during the pandemic, and we should feel good about the power of the retail trader. That literally is exactly what I said. So many people are so touchy about AMC, man. You guys get so emotional. Woosah, good vibes. Yes, I also did say that, Blondie. Blondie said Mike said he would like it to go to $1 million. I would love if AMC went to $1 million. I would love it because so many people would make money, including myself. I would trade. I don't own AMC right now, but I certainly would trade it if the thing went that far. It looks like Carvana's kind of running out of steam now. I think that's probably it. I got a feeling that might probably be it. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably it for Carvana. I don't think Carvana's going to be able to recover now off of the double top. And we're running out of time. Strictly a time issue here. We only have, you know, 25 minutes to go. 25 minutes of the bell. RDBX just halted. Right, RDBX just halted the upside. First volume candle of the day. So you have no volume on RDBX at all whatsoever today. It was complete desert. Absolutely no volume whatsoever. Yeah, let you guys know what I'm seeing here. I'll let you guys know as I get more information about this red box halt. No, not Roblox. Redbox. RDBX.
Right when you said that, I was like, what?
What? Roblox is halted? No.
Oh, let's go.
Yes, they're being acquired by Activision. Yes, it's for $75 a share.
I can't even explain the excitement I just felt. I was like, what?
Meta is putting a bid for $65 a share. It's a bidding war for Roblox. So let's see here. Oops, I did not mean. I just X'd out accidentally of my Benzinga newsfeed. Our Benzinga newsfeed, guys, is how we get all of our breaking news and everything. It's included free with your membership when you guys join True Trading Group. That Benzinga newsfeed is. So it's like, if you guys went to Benzinga directly, it'll cost you just over $1,000 a year. And make sure you always get news as soon as it crosses the wire. It's very, very important. The speed of which you get news is extremely, extremely important, guys. But that Benzinga newsfeed is how we're able to keep up with everything that's going on during the trading day. Let's see. Yeah, you kind of see like Carvana starting to kind of drift a little bit now. Do you think Adam Aaron is ultimately squandering the goodwill he built with the ape community? Not for me to say. Do I think he's squandering the goodwill that he built with the company? I don't know, man. I'm not. My job is to focus on trying to predict price movement for AMC stock. Trying to figure out CEO's goodwill with the ape community. And everything. That's above my pay grade. I really don't know. I really don't know what he's doing. I feel like the special dividend thing was kind of gimmicky. It's like something that you'll tend to see out of like an OTC stock or something, not a main listed company like that. I feel like it was gimmicky, but not my place to really talk about it. I don't really know. I just focus on the price of the stock, to be honest with you. I don't really know about Adam Aaron's goodwill and everything with the ape community. Yeah, Meat had a big day today. That's another stock that's got a really big short position on it. I think it's like 36 maybe percent of the float on Beyond Meat. You got this resistance level up here at $40. That's resistance from back from July. We got up to that level there today, just tapped it, knocked on the door, and then you got this little bit of a pullback. So we got the 39.66 and your previous high 39.39. So it's really like that 39.50 area. Tough little level of resistance up there for Beyond Meat. I think you can watch that level to see if it gets through it next week, but eventually I think these stocks kind of fade and start to pull back a little bit. We have the quiet close in the overall market, guys.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. Like after we had a slower day yesterday, um, and we had that up move this morning and then back down. We just never really got direction after that. Like if you look at snow, like that big up move, big down move, and then it's just gone sideways. Same thing with shop, big up move, big down move, and it's just gone sideways. Like
Yeah.
there's just, I feel like everybody's kind of tiptoeing right now.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's people. I really feel like Bulls and Bears can really make the argument to this jobs number works in their favor. Bulls can make an argument why the jobs number works in theirs, and Bulls can make the argument of why it works in theirs. And you got this like it's a very very clear push pull today as far as the indexes are concerned.
Yeah.
It's like Bears took control as soon as the number came out. Bulls took control right off the open. Bears took it back midday. And now it's like everyone, I feel like the Bulls and Bears just went like a 10-round boxing match, and everyone's just freaking tired. And they're like, you know what? It's Friday. I'm out of here. I'm going to the Hamptons. I'll see you guys on Monday. Like that's kind of what it feels like happened right now.
Yeah,
Right? Like,
I agree.
huge gap down. So Bulls took control at 8:30. We dropped big at 8:30. We were trading the SPY was trading all the way up here at 9:30. And then we bang dropped all the way down, the huge gap down. But then right off the opening bell, Bulls took it back. And then the Bears were like, nope, I got you. And then now I feel like everyone's just tired.
Including us.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's just kind of tired. And now the market's going to start looking forward into inflation data. The inflation data is going to be big. And everybody thinks that the June CPI number of 9.1 was the peak, including myself. I think that it was the peak as well. So I think that was peak inflation. I don't think you're going to see a number higher than that, but we got to get that confirmation, in a week or two when we get the CPI and PPI data for the month of July now. And don't forget, there's no Fed meeting in August, guys. There's no Fed meeting in August. So you're going to get an automatic pause on rate hikes. So the markets could stabilize if you keep having a stable labor market and inflation does in fact come down. I think I saw the expectations for CPI was 8.8. I'll get the up to date expectation because that could change between now and then. But I'll get the expected number before the CPI numbers come out. But I think the markets could really move higher from here if the CPI number comes in well under the expectation. Let's say June was 9.1. Let's say the expectation is 8.8. If it comes in at 8.2, just give me an example. The market's going to rally on the back of that. Now, if it comes in above expectations, let's say it's 9.1 was June, expectations 8.8. Let's say it comes in at 9.0. Get ready for more downside then at that point, because then you've worried about inflation's not really coming down, it hasn't really peaked. The markets will then start to worry about that. If it comes right in line with expectations, I feel like it's a nothing burger. I thought the market's just gonna be like, okay, yeah, inflation peaked, but it still hasn't necessarily yet come down. I think if you get a big drop, and it's possible you can get a big drop. Price of gas has really come down in the month of July. All of your commodity prices have come down in between June and July. So you could get, an 8.4, 8.3 off of the 9.1 number in June. And that would be a significant drop in inflation. And I think the markets would actually like that. Because if you still have a stable job market, inflation's coming down. The argument that bears have with the jobs number being so high is that the Fed has to do a lot more to bring down inflation. So if you start to get more data that shows inflation's coming down, well, then all of a sudden the argument really goes into the bulls' theory of a soft landing is still possible, the jobs market is still strong, inflation's coming down. So that's why that inflation number is going to be so important. It'll tell you, because right now today, bulls and bears are fighting over whose thesis does this help? And they can't figure it out. Everyone thinks that this helps them. Once you get your inflation data, you're going to find out who this jobs market really helps. Does it help the bears argument or does it help the bulls argument? If inflation comes down, it's helping the bulls. If inflation doesn't come down, then it goes right into the bears camp. So that's why like the inflation numbers are going to dictate the sentiment on the market. And that's
Mike,
why
go look at the SPY.
yeah, 413.50. I just saw it now.
It's nuts. So
What?
nuts.
What a crazy, crazy day.
Back to highs.
Wild. Parental Advisory says, Mike, not a member yet. Could you talk a bit on the courses you offer? I'm into options trading. Thanks be unto you. Thanks be to you. I'll tell you what, actually, Parental Advisory, I will actually post a link to our entire syllabus. Hey, Joe, can you do me a favor, Joe? Can you post a link to our syllabus? Per favor. So listen, Parental Advisory and anybody else that's curious. So we're going to post a link in the chat. There it is. You can click on that link. It'll give you a list of all of the courses that you're going to learn. Okay. Give you a list of all the courses that you're going to learn. It's like, it's basically a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. That's what you're going to be getting. There's like beginner, advanced courses, beginner courses, options, trader psychology, crypto. There's swing trading. It's all included. You don't have to pay extra for the courses. There's no like special VIP pro courses that cost more money. All of our courses are included when you guys join. Yep, no problem. Parental Advisory. You guys, like I said, you guys can all just click on that link if you're interested. Mike, is that why you think the yield curve inversion deepened because aggressive rate rises? Yes, it's exactly correct. The expectation now is actually the futures market. We're pricing in a 50 basis point hike in the September meeting. Now the likelihood of a 75 basis point hike has gone up. So now people are expecting a 75 basis point hike now in September. So that whole dynamic is what deepened the inversion of the yield curve. That's got a little bounce off lows. Yeah. Yeah, nice little bounce there off lows. Carvana's trying to come back to life. I just don't think we have enough time. I don't think we have enough time, Carvana. 10 minutes to go. Carvana's trying to get back towards highs. Maybe it squeezes after hours, guys. Maybe it squeezes after hours. Keep it on watch because I'm telling you, if Carvana can get through 48.50, it has a shot to go to 54, 55 bucks. Rudra Dahal says, is there in any training for a new trader? Absolutely, Rudra. A lot of our members join True Trading Group without having ever traded a stock before a day in their life. All right, so we have beginner and foundation courses that will literally start you off from day one, step one. And there's a lot of members in True Trading Group that when they first joined, they knew absolutely nothing about trading. So it's not a Jessica goes me. Because
Yep.
I guess maybe you can talk about about that because you kind of went through it personally with experience.
Yeah, absolutely. When I joined True Trading Group, I literally I knew what VWAP was, but that was about it. I knew nothing about like how trades work, how support and resistance works, how to find patterns. Like I learned everything that I know from the curriculum in True Trading Group. Like that's how I learned how to trade. And learning the risk management aspect of it has completely changed my trading. So yeah, if you're brand new, like I was brand new when I started and I learned everything I know and you see where I'm at today. So
Heyo.
Some members know too, I moved my stop up on Roblox to my entry. I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. We've got 9 minutes left. Maybe it can go up to high of day, but I did move my stop up to my entry. So if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But we'll see if we can push into high day and then I'll take profit.
There you go. Yeah, we got 9 minutes to go. 8.5 and counting.
You can do it, Roblox. You can do it. You can get up there.
It's got 49.50. Just get through 49.50 and get make a quick little push, and you can just
I would be so happy to
ring
just
the register.
at the high of day. Like I'd just be so happy.
Just ring the register. I don't know. You think the SPY can get back to the highs in the next 7 minutes? I don't know. I don't think so. Or 8 minutes, really.
We're getting close. Look at that volume. We're getting close.
Listen, either way, I think it's an impressive day for the SPY. For the SPY to have recovered that gap down, I think that's an impressive day for the overall markets. You know,
I don't sense the fear anymore. Like,
right? It's
yeah.
changed. The sentiment's changed.
And I like can feel it in my trades even, you know, like I don't know. I think that people aren't scared anymore to buy the dips, you know?
Yep. You are starting to get that feel because, and today's a good example. You had two chances today for the markets to really roll over. You had the huge gap down, right? So you have obviously whenever you have a big gap down, you run the risk of technical levels being broken and some momentum to the downside. And right off the open, that did not happen. Then you reversed off the high when you filled the gap and came all the way back down to the low of the day. Right, that was this move. Right, you came all the way back down to the low of that. No support along the way. So that was your second chance for this to roll over, and it held again. So you had two very distinct opportunities. If people wanted to really sell this market today, you had two distinct opportunities for that to happen, and it didn't. On the back of a shocking jobs number. So I think today it's an impressive day for the market. I'm not, I feel like we'll have to see how people digest this jobs number over the weekend, but the focus now shifts right on back to inflation data. And inflation data is going to be I really do feel that today was as choppy as it was because, and you saw it on CNBC today. On CNBC, all the guests that they have and all the professional money managers that they have on CNBC, we're all trying to make the argument that this jobs number feeds into their thoughts and their thesis. People that were bullish were saying, "Oh, this is good because the jobs market is stable. It means the Fed, it means the economy is strong enough to absorb the rate hikes." And Jerome Powell was right the whole time about saying the economy is strong enough to withhold and absorb rate hikes. He said that for months. So bulls are like, "See, he's right. We're going to be just fine, and then inflation is going to come down, and everyone's going to be happy." The bears, people that are bearish on the market that were on CNBC, they all said the exact opposite. They're like, "Whoa, what do you mean? The jobs market is still red hot. That's going to hurt. That's going to keep inflation high, especially wage inflation, and that just means the Fed has to be more aggressive for longer, and it removes the possibility of a Fed pivot where the Fed will then start cutting rates next year." So they're like, "This is actually a negative thing." And that debate raged today on CNBC between different money managers.
With time, it's just been really cool, speaking from a stance of this being my first bear market. It's been cool to be able to read like the emotion going into the market and how you can trade off of that, like the fear of the bear market. Like it was really cool when everything would rally and everybody was like, the world's not ending, the skies are falling. And I was like, okay, what am I what am I gonna short,
Okay.
So as soon as I started to read that, I was like, that was my mindset, and like now that I'm looking to trade coming out of it, I'm like, what can I sense from the market now? And just like I told you, like I notice every time we drop, like I just don't feel that fear anymore from the market, and it's cool to be able to shift back and forth and be able to read that, just from the experience from doing it. So
The markets have definitely, the fear factor has definitely subsided for now. The fear factor has definitely subsided. We got a question here from Claude's that I just want to address. Claude says, "Hi, question about TTG. Is there live option flow included with the membership, real time flow without delays? Right now, I currently use Option Strat." Claude's, yes, we have dark pool data and unusual options activity without an options flow. We get our data directly from the CBOE and also from Polygon without middleman or anything like that. That's going to cause you some delays. So that is one of the features that is included with your True Trading Group membership. Again, that's dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow is something that you will have access to as a member of True Trading Group. All of our members get it included for free. That stuff will cost you a few $100 if you go get it elsewhere. I'm not sure what you pay on Option Strat, Claude's. I'm not sure how much Option Strat charges you for that information, but it's included free with your membership when you join True Trading Group, as is all the rest of the tools. That's what makes True Trading Group a platform. That's what makes us different from all the other programs. You're not joining True Trading Group just to get alerts. You can never follow a single one of our trade alerts ever. And you can just go through the courses, you can learn, and you can use the tools and resources, because the tools that we have on our platform, they cost about $5,000 a year. So if you were to pay for like Trade Ideas, Trading View, Cold Media, if you were going to pay for the options flow and everything, we have a social sentiment scanner. Like if you were going to pay for all that stuff, you're going to spend about $4 to $5 a year if you do it on your own. We've negotiated deals with all those companies over the last several years, so we can have their products as part of the True Trading Group platform, and they approve us as a vendor for those, so we can put those products onto our platform. So I mean that says a lot about us as a company, but it says a lot about the value that you get as a member of True Trading Group. So it's not just about hey join just to get trade alerts. Obviously, you'll get all of our alerts, but you guys get way more value than just trade alerts.
All right, I gave it a shot. You know what? My patience has grown very well over the last year for me to sit in a trade that has done nothing since 11:30.
That is nuts. Just well, listen. I mean, you've murdered Roblox over the last 2 weeks. So it looks like a day that stock just needs to take a little bit of a breather. It's had a huge run, and I think you squeezed as much juice out of that one as you possibly could over this last week or two.
I guess I can't. I mean, it brought me back break even on the day. So thank you,
Yeah,
Roblox.
there you go. There it is.
What a day.
Yeah, and we're closing. We're going to close right up near these highs, guys. I mean, we got about 30 seconds to go. SPY's 413.50. AMC with a nice strong close, holding its gains up 19% on the day. Carvana holding gains up 40% on the day. I would watch these stocks after hours and see if they get any action after the close, because if Carvana gets over 48.50, I think it's a straight shot to 54. So I would just keep an eye on it. If you can get through it, great. Keep an eye on it as we go into the bell here in the next 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there you have it, folks. There's the bell. There it is. We are closed. And that wraps up the final trading day of the week. Oh, crazy week that it's been. We got a lot of data. We got a lot of economic data. You got earnings. You got a lot of different stuff that the markets are digesting. But now we need to move on to the next major catalyst the market's going to care about, and that is going to be inflation. All right, the jobs market remains extremely strong. Unemployment has gone down. For everyone that's out there that's been scared that you were going to lose your job and all the fear mongering that you see on the media, you have just seen unemployment go down in the month of July. In the midst of everybody talking about layoffs this, layoffs that, layoffs here, and layoffs there, recessions there for everywhere. Nope. 3.5% unemployment now, not 3.6, which already was a 50-year low, now 3.5, as that job market remains as stable as a rock. Guys, Jessica, I want to thank you for coming on here and walking through the final trading hour of the day with me. It's always a pleasure. Nice job grinding back today with that Roblox. I know it took a lot of patience, but next week, new opportunities. We're going to rock, rattle, roll, kick some ass, take some names. I'm excited.
It was a good week.
I'm excited for next week already.
Yeah, I am too. Like this week was a good week to start off August, but I'm excited for next week and see what the market has to offer us on Monday. You know, today was a wild day in the overall indexes, but I think next week will be more directional. So
Exactly. That's why I'm so excited, because inflation data is going to give you the direction without having to worry about a Fed meeting to change it. All right. Like right now, you didn't get direction today because bulls and bears think this jobs number helps their argument. Once you get the inflation data, the arguments will be no more. It'll be known that it helps the bears or it helps the bull argument. And then you're going to get direction. And there's no Fed meeting this month. So the market will be free to trade in that direction. That's why I'm so excited for what's still to come in front of us here the next week and two, the next 2 weeks here in the month of August. Yep. So I think it's going to be freaking awesome. I really can't wait, because the markets have consolidated, right? Let me just show you guys something real quick, and then I'll let you go. But I want to show you something. Look at how similar. Now let's look at the last couple of trading days, right? Here's the last couple of trading days in the SPY, right? This little consolidation, this multi-day consolidation. Do you guys remember the last time that you saw such an extended multi-day consolidation? I'll show you. Right there. Now, when you had that multi-day consolidation, what happened? We were in multi-day consolidation, and then what did we get? Inflation data. So you had multi-day consolidation, then you got inflation data. And once you got the inflation data, you got multiple days of directional momentum. Now, fast forward, we are getting multiple day consolidation ahead of inflation data. I believe that once you get your inflation data, now, depending on, I don't know if it's going to be to the upside or the downside. We're going to have to wait until the inflation data comes out. But when you get the inflation data, I think you will once again get multiple day direction, whether the inflation data is good or bad, out of the multi-day consolidation. Exactly the same trading setup as you had in the end of May and the beginning of June. Now it's the end of July, beginning of August, right before you get your inflation data. This is why I'm telling you that the next 1 to 2 weeks in the month of August could possibly be the best trading action that we've seen so far. You saw how big of a move that we made in the month of June when we got the inflation data coming out of the multi-day consolidation. Now you're going to get inflation data coming out of a multi-day consolidation as well that I believe is going to give you direction. That's why I'm so excited about what is still to come. That's why I can't wait for the weekend to be over before it even started, so we can get our butts back in chat next week, get some inflation data, and then ride that wave. Question is, are you guys going to be in chat with us?
I urge everybody, like this weekend, I'm going to give you some homework to do. So this weekend, go through charts and notice in individual names, like, are we over a major resistance level? You know, or are we sitting right beneath a major resistance level? Are you sitting on support? You know, pay attention in your charts to these things. Make notes so that next week, when we do get direction one way or another, you're ready to go in individual names. Like, this is what I did during the whole bear market. You know, I had names ready to the short side and I had names ready to the long side, so that if we did get a rally that day, I was ready to go. And if not, I had things ready for when we had the pullback. So just go through charts this weekend, you know, identify those support and resistance levels, and put together a list of names to both sides so that when we do get that volatility, you're ready, you know?
Absolutely. Because I think you're about to get, you know, knock your socks off type of direction. It's the exact same setup. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? It's literally multi-day consolidation. Then you got inflation data. Now it's multi-day consolidation, and you're about to get inflation data. If the inflation dump numbers are still right near 9%, it's going to be down. And it's a straight shot to 390 if inflation numbers are still 9%. But if inflation numbers are, let's say, 8.1 instead of 9.1, now you're talking about making a move up into the 420s. And you're going to have that type of direction. Okay, you're going to have that type of direction. So I'm excited for it. TC fam, we're going to be ready to jump all over this thing. You guys know it. So I can't wait. Jess,
get your butts in chat.
Yeah, get your butts in chat, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to be one hell of a month. Jess, thank you for going through and helping me here with the final hour of the day. Always appreciate it. Everybody give Jess a big, warm TGG AO, and thank you. Enjoy your weekend, Jess. I'll see you on Monday.
We'll see you on Monday.
Take care. All right, folks. Well, there we have it, gang. All right, so we are finished up. That is the final trading day of the week. We're calling it. That's it. Dunzo. I think the next 2 weeks are going to be huge. Literally as huge as that. I really do. I really think you're going to get some real serious direction. I'm not saying it's going to go down that much, but I just think you're going to get direction. Like you see how you got multi-day direction where there was no chop. There was no up, down, up, down, up, down. It was just down, 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 down. Okay. Once you get your inflation data, I think you're going to get 2 to 4 days of just direction of either up, 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 or down, 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 depending on what the inflation data is, right? I think the inflation data is going to come in under, right? I think it's going to come in under, but we'll have to see, all right? Sunday night, guys, we're going to be going live on the True Trading Group YouTube channel on Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern live. Make sure you guys tune in. We're going to go live at 8:30 right here on this channel. Subscribe, turn on your notifications so you never miss this. This is going to be huge. I'm telling you guys, we got to talk about inflation numbers that are going to be coming up. We got to go over the game plans. I'll walk you through everything that I am looking at and exactly if this, then that scenario. So you have an entire game plan laid out for you for the next 2 weeks, because I think the next 2 weeks could be year making, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, because I think you're going to get really clear direction. I think you're going to get literally like a 15 or 20 point move in the overall markets in the month of August. All right. So you guys got to be ready to jump on and take advantage of what has so far been some of the best trading environments that I've seen in my entire career. Who do we have on the live stream right now that's not a member of True Trading Group? I'd love to actually see if you guys are not members of TTG. Maybe just go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat real quick, if you guys don't mind. Type the letters TTG in the chat. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, I'd like to see who we have on the live that's with us that is still not a member of the True Trading Group family. Just go ahead, guys. Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of the True Trading Group family. Let's see who we have here. Mike Fogarty says TTG with a sad face. Mike, let's change that today, brother. Let's change it today. James G. Diddy. Yosef, welcome back. Steve Schultz, Chad, Bev, Kat, Hereford family, Sanaya Josie, Jay Lack, Jay Shockey, Marco Sabatino, my man. I hope you're having a speedy recovery. Marco Sabatino is a trial member and is loving it. Dirty Cuban, welcome back. Great, guys. So we got a lot of new faces that are here joining us today. We got Joseph Dennehy. What's up, Joseph Dennehy? How are you? Welcome, guys. We got Mark Peltier. Excellent. Excellent, guys. Listen, everyone that's typing the letters TTG, okay? Hold on 1 second. Every one of you that's typing the letters TTG, I want you guys all to understand. I want you guys all to understand about when you are joining True Trading Group, okay? This is for everyone that just typed the letters TTG. When you guys become part of True Trading Group, you are actually going to be getting a real professional level of education. It's a simplified version, but I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. So when I first got hired there, I couldn't touch their money for 3 months. I had to go through a training program. You're going to get a simplified and expanded upon version of that when you guys join True Trading Group. It's in-depth and complex, yet it's easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you've been doing this for 10 years, the TG platform can help you guys reach your goals. There's a lot of members in True Trading Group that when they first joined, they didn't know anything about trading. Okay, they literally knew nothing. They never traded a stock or an option a day in their life. Yet now here they are becoming better traders and making money. And the bottom line is, folks, and the fact of the matter is that the majority of members in True Trading Group are making money, becoming better traders. And I'll prove that to you. Just watch this real quick. Guys, members of True Trading Group, I'm talking to you directly now. If you are making money and becoming better traders because of the platform that you have joined, that is TTG, go ahead and type the $sign in chat right now. Go ahead and type the $sign in chat right now, guys. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you guys are becoming better traders because of the TTG family, just go ahead and type the $sign. If you're not a member, I would just advise you to just pay attention to how many people type the $sign, because these are your peers. These are members that are just like you. They found us on one of these live streams. They have all the same excuses: small account, full-time job, lost money in the markets before, no experience, but yet now they're telling you that they're making money, they're becoming better traders. And the thing is that they didn't receive like a secret. They didn't get a secret pattern or a secret strategy. They just got the real secret, which is joining a community and getting access to a professional education and getting access to tools that give you more information that can help improve your chances of success. And the bottom line is the majority of our members are making money and they're becoming better traders. But I'll be real with you guys. We're not 100% of our members. We have about 9,700 members in True Trading Group. Not all of them are killing it. Okay, yes, we still have some members that are struggling, but we leave no trader behind in TTG. We hold what's called red to green workshops at True Trading Group, which is any members that are struggling, they can send us questions and topics on whatever it is that they're struggling with. Moderators and I will then host 2-hour-long workshops covering those topics and those lessons specifically, so we can help those people that are still struggling, help right the ship and help get them on the right path. Okay, so we leave no traders behind inside True Trading Group. All right, and people ask me all the time, like, what makes TTG different from other courses that are out there? And it's the fact is that it's that TTG is not just courses. We're a platform, right? When you guys join, you're getting access to Ben Zinga's real-time newsfeed, trading views, charts, Quote Media's level 2, CBOE's unusual options activity, dark pool data. You get the trade idea scanner, a social sentiment scanner that scours through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter, tells you what ticker symbols are being mentioned the most. A trading journal. All of this stuff is included with you guys with your membership when you join the TTG family. Last 2 weeks went from, wow, way to go, Don Paulson. Last 2 weeks, I went from 22,509 to $40,000 because of the tier system and support and resistance levels. Thank you, TTG. Don Paulson, that's incredible. That's big time gains. You doubled your account in just 2 weeks. That's incredible. Congratulations. I wouldn't say that that's normal or common, but to double your account in just 2 weeks like that. But congratulations, man. That's big time money. Big time money. Don, you are okay. Don, all right, hold on. You're trying to sign up for lifetime, which is being phased out. Adam is working with members over the weekend, but it is finally coming to an end, guys. So Don, if you want to claim one of those spots, you can, because we are phasing the lifetime membership out. Adam's working with some people over the weekend that want to grab the lifetime. So Don, if you want, you can claim one of those spots and jump on it with Adam. We'll help you over the weekend. But that's congratulations, Don. That's incredible, man. Great job. I'm proud of you, man. I'm happy for you. It's really awesome. All right. And guys, I mean, you're joining, like I said, about 9,700 members of True Trading Group that are like-minded, helpful investors and traders that are led by our team of full-time mods that have over 100 years of combined trading experience. Results matter at True Trading Group. It's your result. It's your P&L that matters. Okay. And we back it up with a double your money back guarantee. Yes. It's very simple. You have 12 months. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you do not make back your membership fee at least once during your membership, we will give you double your money back. Now, you will have an opportunity right here now today to join the TC platform for a 46% discount before the price goes over $1,200 on Sunday night. You can get a 46% discount right now. It drops the price to $1,187. You just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, and you guys will get the 46% discount. It brings the price from $2,212 down to $1,187. The price of this membership is going to $1,250 Sunday night at midnight. So you have over the weekend to get it for $11.87 before it jumps over $12.50. Our membership has gone up nearly $200 over the last couple of weeks. Do not let this membership continue to get away from you. We've been raising the price of this membership over the last 2 weeks and are going to continue to do so. $12.50 Sunday night at midnight. You have till between now and then to get a 46% discount and get the $11.87 price point. You're also going to get a free laptop. Adam was able to grab a bunch of them. What do we got, Adam? 20 of them? Or you got 25 of them? You got 20 of them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. How many were you able to grab from the – how many were you able to grab? Only 8? Oh, I thought you got more than that. 8 for – oh, wow. Not yet. Okay, Adam was only able to confirm 8. Okay, guys. So right now we got 8 laptops. I thought we were able to get 20. They were not confirmed. Okay, we got 8 confirmed. Adam's talking to me right now on the back of the messaging system. He's working on it. He's working on trying to get more, but right now we only have 8. All right. So if you're one of the next 8 people to join the TTG family, you will be getting one of those free laptops. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. I'm sorry, guys. I wish we were able to get more, but we're only able to get 8. That's not going to last over the weekend. That'll probably be gone by tomorrow. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, though, that's how you know you're getting one. Because if Adam's able to get more, then there'll be more than 8. Right now, there's only 8 confirmed. He's trying to get more. So you go to ttgoffer.com. If you see a laptop in your checkout cart, you're good. That means you're getting one, and maybe Adam was able to get more. So as long as you see one, you're getting one. Again, ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. All right, and that'll give you guys the 46% discount on the membership. Of course, you get the double your money back guarantee there as well. You don't have to enter your address to get the free laptop. The laptop is, you'll get a welcome email when you sign up with instructions on how to claim the free laptop. You don't have to enter your address. If anybody has questions about the membership, okay? If anybody has questions about the membership, send a text message to 786-505-4047. Again, that is 786-505-4047. Real Man says, do we get price alerts? Yes, Real Man, you do. So inside of chat, myself and 8 other professional trading moderators share our screen with you during the day so you see exactly what we're doing. And you get push notifications whenever we enter or exit a trade. So if you're in front of your computer and you're in chat, you're going to get the dings and the push notifications whenever we enter and exit trades. But if you're not in front of your computer, you can use our mobile app. We have a mobile app. It's free for members. It's on iPhone and Android. It lets you be connected to chat, see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis because we talk on the mic during the day. And whenever a mod enters or exits a trade, you get a real-time push notification on the mobile app. That's how so many of our members, we have 9,700 members, most of which have full-time jobs. So that's how they're able to participate through that mobile app. Okay. So yes, do we get price alerts? Question from Real Man. Yes, we absolutely do. Or you absolutely do, rather, I should say. Okay. So there you guys have that. All right. So like I said, 8 spots for the laptops. Okay. 8 spots for the laptop. You have till Sunday at midnight to get the 46% off at the $11.87 price point. Okay. Does anybody have any questions in particular about anything in the markets? I'll do a quick little Q&A session before we break for the weekend. Does anybody have any questions about anything before I roll things through? Because what I do want to do is I want to actually show you the platform itself, right? I want to show you what you're going to get access to. I want to show you the courses. I want to show you the tools. So if you guys are interested in the platform, I'll show it to you. But I'll see if maybe anybody has any questions real quick. Sure, broken motivator. That's a great question. Good afternoon, Mike. Could you please go over the equation for risk management again? Like how many shares to get in to minimize your risk, please? Thank you. Yes, broken motivator. Great question. So when it comes to risk management, you want to make sure that you are always risking the same amount on every trade. You don't want to put the same amount of money into each trade. You want to risk the same amount each trade, which means if you get stopped out, you're going to lose the same amount of money each time. And that needs to be a dollar amount that you're comfortable with. That's called your risk tolerance. Okay. In order to figure out your position size to calculate your risk tolerance or to get to your risk tolerance in every trade, let's just use the example. Let's say your risk tolerance is $200, just random number. Okay. That means on every trade, you're going to get in. And if you get stopped out and you're wrong, you're going to lose $200. Okay. That's what that'll mean. So how do you know how many shares to buy so that you'll lose $200? Quick equation. It is your risk tolerance, which in this case is 200, divided by the difference between your entry and your stop loss. So let's say you buy a stock at $10. If your stop loss is $9.40, it's 10 minus 940, that's 60 cents. 60 cents is the difference between your entry and your stop loss. So you would do 200 risk tolerance divided by 60 cents, difference between entry and stop loss. And you do that calculation, 200 divided by 0.6 equals 333 shares. That is how many shares you would buy at $10 so that if you get stopped out at 940, you lose $200. All right. That's the simple equation to help you guys position size yourself correctly when you're getting into these trades. All right. So there you guys have that. Anybody else have any other questions before I go on and show you guys the platform? No problem, Broken Invader. It's my pleasure. MEGL. I see everybody's asking me about MEGL. Please be careful with this thing. I know everyone thinks this is going to be like the next HKD. There's not going to be another HKD. You're not going to have another stock that's going to go to $2,500. That's a 1 in a million type of trade. And I'm very, very, very concerned that a bunch of retail traders are going to pile into MEGL because they think it's the next HKD and they're going to be left holding the mother of all bags. I'm very, very concerned about this. I'm seeing a lot of it on social media. I already had a bunch of people hit me up and ask me about this. You guys can follow me on Twitter if you want. It's at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, it's at MikeEdward_TTG. But this is a stock that I would stay very far away from this stock. I would say very far away from this name. ILAG, someone's asking me for a potential squeeze. ILAG, I mean, do I think it can squeeze? I got to check what's the short percentage on the float. I'm not even sure what it is. I'm not even sure what the short is on ILAG. I'd have to check. Maybe if it can get over like 450, maybe that can give you a bit of a move. But I mean, I don't really. Let me see. When this thing got pulverized the day that it went public, just absolutely pulverized. If it can get over 450, maybe ILAG has a chance. Yes, Real Man goes, I first heard about HKD from Mike when it was at $70. Yeah. You guys first, my first entry on HKD was 54, and we were live, actually. We were live here on the YouTube channel. It was a Friday. It wasn't, no, it wasn't a Friday. It was a Wednesday, right? I think it was a Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? I got to go back and check now. Now I got to go back and check. Let me see. Yes, it was a Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Wednesday, and then it was, and then again on Thursday. But it was Wednesday was the day that we were live in the middle of the trading day because of the Fed meeting. So we had the Fed meeting on that Wednesday. So we went live at like 2:00 or 1:45, and we just stayed live for the whole day. And I was in HKD from 54, and the stock just started to run on that Wednesday, and then we caught it again on Thursday, and then the thing then obviously the rest is history. The stock went all the way to $2,500. I wasn't in it when it went to $2,500. I was out all the way back down here, but still it was just an absolute monster move. triple digit gains from the first entry to the final take. It was just an absolute monster. We were live here for that. But that's my concern. My concern is that everyone's going to think that this MEGL is going to be the next one. And I'm just nervous. I'm nervous that retail trader is going to buy this thing at 140 and in 2 weeks it's going to be at $10. And I don't want to see people get their heads taken off like that. All right. So please don't let that happen. All right. All right, guys, that wraps up the educational part of the live stream. So I'm done with the educational part. So if you are not interested in the membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. What I am going to do now is, if you are interested, I'm going to show you the actual platform that is True Trading Group, so you guys can see for yourself firsthand what you will get access to as a member of True Trading Group. Okay, because everything that we have on our platform, it's all included in the membership. There's no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. So like when you join, you're going to get our chat room, obviously. The chat room is where the mods share our screen. We're live with you from pre-market till after hours every day the market's open. You guys will get all of our trade alerts. You can use the mobile app, so if you can't be in front of your computer, no problem. You guys will get the push notifications whenever mods enter and exit trades. And then you get 2 private study group sessions with one of our pro traders. This way we can speed up your learning curve. You can ask questions, like whatever's on your mind, whatever lessons maybe you're unsure about. Okay? You guys get that as well. Included for your membership is Benzinga Pro's newsfeed. All right? The Benzinga Pro newsfeed would cost you over $1,000 a year if you went to Benzinga directly. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. All right? Why would you go pay over $1,000 when you can join True Trading Group, get everything included, including the Benzinga newsfeed for just $11.87, right? You also get Trading Views charting software. This will cost you about $600 a year. It's free with your membership when you guys join True Trading Group. This is what I'm talking about. Like, we spent years building relationships with these companies so we can have their products on our platform without charging you another dollar. This is the value of the TeachD platform. You also get the Trade Ideas scanner. That's a few $100 a year. Make sure you always focus on the hottest stocks during the day. That's included with your membership as well. It streams on our platform live every day. Then you have the ETNA simulator. ETNA simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you're learning learning in the courses. Like, prove you can make money on the simulator first before you start risking your hard-earned money. This simulator will cost you just under $1,000 a year. If you went to ETNA directly. Don't do that, guys. It's included with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You also get a proprietary scanner that we have that will let you build custom scans. All right, that'll let you build custom scans. You also get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. All this stuff is included with your membership. You don't pay extra for it. It's all included. This is stuff that, professionals have access to this stuff. It helps them make better decisions. That's why now, that's how we level the playing field. We give you access to the same level of education and tools and resources that professionals have that helps them make better decisions. That's how we can try and increase your chances of success. All right. You also get a journal that tracks all of your trading, gives you statistics on what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, so you know what you need to improve on. The social sentiment scanner will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter. It'll tell you which ticker symbols are being mentioned most on the platform, so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in. You can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. If there's insider buying, what the short data is. All this is included, guys. You don't pay $1 extra for it. Can we use all that simulator and other things, or just watch moderators using it? No, real man, you use that stuff. That's for you. That is for you. Real man, you use that stuff. You don't just watch us use it. You use it. You use it. All right. All of these tools I'm showing you, you use all these tools. You can also watch us use them, but you have access to them. You use them. That's how we can make better decisions. And guys, the code word for tonight, this is for members only. If you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. It's part of a $5,000 giveaway we're doing with members. Guys, the code word for tonight is dividend. The code word for tonight is dividend. Okay? Dividend is the code word for tonight. That's for my TGD members. All right? But yes, real man, you use all these tools yourself. All right? Every day, the mods and I publish a watch list as well. The watch list will give you what stocks the mods are looking at, how we plan on trading them with our trading game plan. And then you have the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the firm in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. It's all in text and video, whatever's easy for you guys to learn. There are no VIP or pro courses that are going to cost more money after you guys subscribe. There's no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. They are all included when you guys jump on the $11.87 price point before it goes to $12.50 on Sunday at midnight. Okay? The next 8 people that go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121 will get a free laptop. As long as you see the laptop in your checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com, that's how you know you're getting one. All right? That's how you guys know you're getting one. Use that coupon code, TTG121, get the discount, get the laptop before the price goes up on Sunday at midnight. And then lastly, guys, you also get the video library, which is in addition to the courses that has about 300 hours of workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. And then you can attend these even live when you guys are members of True Trading Group for full-time. All right. So there you have it, folks. Guys, it's time you invested in something real. That's what you guys are going to be getting access to as a member of True Trading Group. But it's time you invested in something real. A platform that actually gives you real education, real access to tools and resources that can give you more information to help you make better decisions, to therefore then increase your chances of becoming successful and reaching your goals. Now, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group, but I can guarantee you that if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group, and do not make the $11.87 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I will give you double your money back. I will give you $2,374 in return if you do not make that $11.87 back. That is what I can guarantee you. And I can guarantee you that when you join True Trading Group, you're joining a community of about 9,700 members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. All right, guys. So there you guys have it. Again, folks, I can't stress this enough. Our membership has already gone up, $187, almost $200 over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. It's going up again Sunday at midnight. It's going to jump to $12.50. So you guys can grab it tonight for $11.87, and you get the free laptop. As long as you see one in your checkout cart, you're getting one. We got 8 of them confirmed right now. Adam's trying to get his hands on more. Hopefully he can. But if not, as long as you see the laptop when you go, you know you're getting one. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Then last but not least, I want to make sure that you're all aware. My boy Marco was talking about it earlier. If you are still unsure about the membership, we do have a 7-day trial. All right, it's only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure that you are in fact a real person. So you just have to go to TTGTHREE.com and join our 7-day trial. That's TTG3 spelt out.com. All right. It's only a one-time payment of $3. There's no reoccurring payment. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no automatic renewal. It's a one-time payment of $3. We do that just to make sure you are in fact a real person and we're not going to get spammed like crazy inside of our chat room when everyone's trying to trade and make money. Okay. So that's it. Go to TTGTHREE.com if you guys want to join our 7-day trial. All right. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot, folks. 1,673 reviews. Go ahead and give us a read. Go read the reviews. There's no better referral than one from your peers, folks. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining me here today. You guys are the best. All right. You guys are the best. I love you guys. Hope you all have a fantastic weekend. But don't forget, Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live right here on this YouTube channel. We are going live. I'm going to break down the entire game plan on how we're going to make some money next week. Have a great night, everybody.